I spent more time really like running it over and over and over and over in my mind. Like, what if it starts there? What if it starts there? What if it starts there? So just kind of, maybe just because of that intensity in the moment gives you more energy. I don't think you have the energy to hit every part of your life like that, you know, with that type of questioning and intensity. But the parts that really matter, you have that a little bit more of that. You know, you have more time potentially as well than a routine putt. So, but saying all of those things, you then want to keep it as routine as possible in terms of your stroke mechanics. And one thing I try to do is rhythm is everything in putting. So, you know, I try to sort of work my stroke at a cadence where there's no kind of hit at the ball, because I think that's when you're nervous and you rely on a little bit of a slow backswing and a bit of a, you know, quick acceleration. I think that's very difficult to control. So I try to feel like so I have a saying where I feel like the ball is getting in the way of the club, and then the hole gets in the way of the ball. I'm not really trying to put the ball in the hole. Everything's quite free flowing, and then you let the result happen.
Okay.
And the other thing, keep your eyes dead still. As soon as you start peeking and you're into result too early, that's a bad thing.
Okay.
So those would be my cues.
Do you just, sorry, do you look at the putts that you hold at Medina like that, or Ryder Cups, and go to yourself, I know what I was thinking there. I'm going to go out tomorrow and bring that back?
Great question. It's hard to rekindle it. You know, I think in the moments, I think the one thing that you do have to sort of realize with those big moments is that I'm shaking like a leaf. I don't feel comfortable, but you can't let those feelings equate to poor performance or failure. So that's what you've got to learn. So the next time you're feeling nervous, you'll go, thank goodness I'm feeling nervous. Like my body knows what to do with this. I think that's what you try to bring back. I'm at my worst when I'm in the middle of the pack. I'm running 40th in the tournament. I'm irritable. You know, I'm obviously pushing to get higher and higher in the tournament, but you know, it doesn't really mean as much. So you're a little sloppier with everything. But in the moment, you're so stressed in a way that it forces you to be the best version of yourself and to really go, okay, what have I learned? Okay, all these learnings suddenly come to fruition because you need them to survive. It's a little fight or flight at that point.
Listen, you've dealt with the ultimate pressure in terms of Ryder Cups and winning, of course, the major championship. What about the shot sensor, Justin? How are you feeling about, you get feeling it now? You're getting a bit
Radar and I will be watching it.
We're just going to go over here and just sort of let you...
okay, yeah.
We're just going to sneak over here and sort of soak it all up.
Okay, there's a new mug in town. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, but
you don't want these two as your audience, do you? Heckling from the back there.
Yeah, what are we attempting here? To make the putt?
We'll get a couple of goes. Yeah,
okay.
And just so your normal routine and your key thoughts at the forefront of your mind if you were in that situation.
I mean, the biggest thing with putting is, you can put a perfect stroke on it, but if you've read it poorly, you've got no chance. You don't know it's a good read until you've hit the putt. So it's kind of it's something you have to trust. So I think the first point would be, okay, what does this do, boys?
I've got no idea. Beamer's been putting here for 4 nights.
Yeah, but
we think it's right edge. We're going to call it.
I think it's right edge.
All right, so now I'm going to believe it's right edge. The most important thing is I don't question that now. So I have a line on my ball typically, so that's my caveat if this doesn't go in. But so I get in there. Obviously, I trust my training. So the thing that I do that's quite interesting, I send I call it my awareness. So I'll be aware of the right edge, then my eyes will go to the right edge, then my awareness comes back to the ball, my eyes come back to the ball, and then as I send my awareness back out to the target, I hit the putt. And that the important part, we call it the awareness loop. The important part of that is something's always moving. There's no time for me to get frozen over the ball with a thought or a distraction. So, all right, let's try that again. Less talking, more doing.
USA, USA.
Yeah, baby.
Yes.
All I needed was those 3 little letters to inspire me.
That's all the Americans can spell.
So yeah.
Go on, one more.
Not really, but okay.
He's already made it once. He doesn't need to make it again.
I thought he was...
Just now it's adding insult to injury for us.
Have a look at this. I think that's all right. 2 out of
Great.
meatloaf, mate.
I'll take that stats for the rest of my life. 66% from 12 feet.